Hello! If you were going to say that I look exactly the same as I did in the last video, then go right ahead, but it's because I'm filming this video at the exact same time I filmed my last one. For bulk purposes, I'm doing this. This time I'm going to test it out, see how it works, because I have maybe 1 to 2 days off a week. Don't really feel like getting out of bed on those days, and by the time I get home from work, it's either dark out, or I have to go to work early, or like at 12 and leave at 10, not midnight. I'm not at work that late. So I don't have a lot of free time where I can make videos. So I'm going to test this out this time. Let me know if you guys think it's a good idea or a bad idea. I mean, in the end, it'll just bring out more videos. And I love making videos, so it's sad I don't have enough time. But today, I'm going to answer a question that a lot of you have asked recently or commented on my pictures of. But yes, I took out my face piercings. As you can see, I took out my bridge piercing, and I took out all 4 of my lip ones. I still have my tongue ones in, I still have my septum, and I still have my 2 nostrils. My septum did not shrink back down. Don't worry, I've had a lot of questions about that. I have a silicone tunnel in my 6 gauge stretched now, and I wear clickers under it. Just because I like the way clickers look. If they had clickers out when I first got my septum pierced, I might have not even stretched it. So who knows? But I don't want to shrink it back down in case I want to stretch it back up, and that is a nightmare that I'm not even going to get into right now because it is the most painful thing ever. So, why did I take them out? That is a question I have been getting a lot. I'm going to answer for you guys. Because I was tired of them. That is pretty much it. It didn't fit me anymore. I got them out of boredom. I got them because I thought they looked cool and I wanted them. And I still think that they look cool. But, one, they're a very big hassle to have if you have never had facial piercings before. When you wear a lot of makeup, well, not really a lot, but any kind of lipstick, lip rings are a headache to deal with. Especially when you had 4 like I did and they're all rings. Because I don't like wearing the labrae because they dig into the back of my mouth. But if you can see that, all the holes are still there. I doubt these are going to close up because I've had them for like 7 years. My bridge is actually scarred where I took it out. And I'm hoping that heals. I'm going to try some like essential oils and stuff to try and get rid of the scarring because under my makeup it's all red and like it's pretty bad. Which I knew going into getting the piercing that it was going to scar. But whenever you try and put on lipsticks with lip rings in, the lipstick gets on the back of the lip ring and then it smears down your mouth and then it's like smeared under your lip ring. And cleaning them at night to try to get all the makeup out is a hassle. I got tired of them. That's the best example I can give you. Like water leaks through them when you have 2 of them and just like drips down between. You don't even realize it until it's like halfway down your face. So that's why I took out my lip rings. My bridge piercing, I took out my lip rings first. And I'm like, I'm going to see how this goes. I just decided one day, I'm like, I don't think I want to wear these anymore. So I just took them out. No big deal, just popped them out at work, just left them out. It's felt really weird not having them in, but I'm used to it now not having them in. Because I did have them for so long. I don't plan on putting them in anytime soon, so if you're going to ask that, there's your answer. And I took out my bridge piercing because it was always super painful. I had it pierced for 1.5 to 2 years. And within that time, at least twice a month, it would get crusted, it would get irritated, it was painful to move it. Like, as a fully healed piercing, it did that. Which I kind of also knew going into it that would happen. I didn't know that it would give me, severe migraines when it was irritated. I was surprised I actually left it in so long, because generally since I've gotten piercings, I have never taken them out. This would be like the first time in the last 7 years since I actually started getting piercings that I took them out. So that's why I took out my bridge piercing. It was just very painful. I know on some people it's fine. On me, it was a nightmare. And it was always infected. And I cleaned it. And I used like proper things to clean piercings. And it never helped and it never healed. For like 2 years I had it. I still have my belly button pierced. I still have my tongue pierced. Still have my nose pierced. Still have both holes in my ears. So if you're going to ask if I'm going to take out any more of my piercings, probably not. Because I had a lot of metal on my face before, and now I have very minimal. If I did take out anything, it would just be like the studs here. I don't really plan on doing that, but they do get annoying sometimes because they get caught on everything, so who knows. Not planning on taking out my septum because I love septums just in general. Definitely not taking out either of my ear ones. My 1-inch ones would not shrink back to normal size. I've had them for 4 to 5 years now at 1 inch. And I take them out when I come home. Usually I would have them out now, but since I made a video and got my nails did this morning, I had to like kind of look presentable. And no one wants to like saggy earlobe just like chilling there. But I do wear a lot of silicone because they are super comfy. They're a lot more comfy than plugs. My ears, like where attached to my head, are super thin. Well, not super thin, but pretty thin for like an average stretched ear. So there's that, and that's why I take them out at home, to hopefully keep the weight off, and that's also why I wear a lot of silicone tunnels, because they're super light. And anything else, like, it jiggles my ear. Like when I walk downstairs, my ears will be like jiggle, 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 jiggle. My second ones, I love my second holes. I mean, they're really tiny. There are 2. Sometimes people tell me they look bad, but I don't really care. I got the second holes pierced just to wear regular earrings in, but after I was wearing regular earrings in, months after, like 6 months after, they were still extremely painful, and the back was always like swollen up. And my logical thinking said, oh, why don't we stretch the second holes? Maybe then they'll stop hurting. But you know what? One really flunky plan worked, because they never hurt anymore, unless I fall asleep with metal ones in them. Wearing silicone, I have not had a single problem with them. Wearing any kind of metal, I did. I took them out for a couple weeks, like, before I started stretching them, just took out the regular piercing for a couple weeks. Let it be, they didn't heal, so I'm like, okay. Well, since this is giving me, like, really bad head pain, and ear pain, I'm gonna see if stretching them would work, and it did! So maybe if your ear piercings always hurt, you just need to stretch them and wear some silicone, and then all your problems will be solved. So I think that was all I wanted to say about me taking out my piercings, because every other comment on my pictures on Instagram has been, did you shrink your septum? Why did you take out your piercings? I see you're missing your lip rings. You're a genius. But yeah, I got bored of them. They don't really go with me anymore. At one point in time they did. At one point in time I was just like the one with a lot of facial piercings. Like, people are still terrified of me whenever I go out places, and I don't know why, because I'm like, I don't have really any piercings anymore. Because I took out 6 of them from my face. That's crazy. I don't even know how I got that many to begin with. Who knows? So, if you have any other comments, to my why I took them out, if you're curious about anything, leave a comment below. I don't really respond to my Instagram comments as often as I probably should, so I always try to read the comments under videos, especially when I first post them. So, just leave me a comment if you have any more questions. Yeah, and that's about it. Leave me a comment if you want any more piercing videos, or any types of videos specifically. Because I have had my fair share of go-arounds with piercings and jewelry and piercing brands and jewelry brands and things that won't affect you and things that won't. I know I've done a lot of piercing and tattoo videos in the past, so they get kind of old, but I mean, people also like to watch them because I see the numbers that views get. So just let me know in the comments. Thank you for watching. I hope you don't mind that I look the same exact way I did in the other video. In the next video, I promise I will look different. But yeah, you can always find me on my Facebook page too, which is just facebook.com/nonvegan. Or if you just type in Cupid of Chaos to Google, it'll take you there. But that's all. Have a lovely day. Thank you so much for watching.